I wonder why they always have to like have 30 people. I think it scales though, so I think it'd be a lot easier with just like 10. I don't know.
Well, I've been just forming the group myself, like you said.
Oh yeah, then nobody complains, right?
Yep, not a single complaint.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Oh, haste corruptions too.
And what kind of gear did you get?
I got, well, first character is boots.
Nice.
That's what Druids run, right? Just all haste.
Yeah. So I've seen them on the logs, though they end up grabbing some crit, but I don't know. It seems to be like a mix. Like you want a certain percentage of haste. You like kind of want like 30 to 40% somewhere in there, and then the rest goes into crit.
Sweet. I got 13.
13 haste or 13 crit?
Both.
Oh goodness. Yeah. It'll be a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
terrible.
No, you'll get there.
And it doesn't, if you get more than one pulsar, it doesn't do anything for you, right?
I mean, it'll add a little bit extra damage, but yeah, I've only seen on the logs they just have one. I probably should have run the 5-mask solo on my Druids too, just to try for that 470 gear.
I'm surprised you don't.
Yeah, it's just as time consuming. I don't know, it wasn't too bad when we ran them though together, you know? But...
Oh, well, 5 in like an hour and a half. It's not bad.
But I mean, I did do a 4-mask already on them for the 465.
And you did that as a group,
yeah,
right?
as a group, yeah. It's so much more enjoyable like when you get it as a group because you get all the gear just at one time.
Yeah, and then you're done.
Yep. So I'm hoping this week is it could be the same as last week, or if it could be better. Obviously, it could be worse if it's split plus. I mean, this week was kind of the worst combo. I think they just need to tone down how often split personality procs too. I feel like it's constantly up.
Wouldn't be bad if it like hit the whole group at the same time.
Yeah, like you could see the whole thing.
Yeah. Like without the mount, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I could only do 2 areas. As soon as I got the mount, then I was able to do all 4.
Yep. Yeah, because you can just literally eat it on the other characters and it doesn't matter. It's so nice.
And even if they're in the mount and you move and they get stunned, it doesn't matter. You can keep going.
Yep. It's really good. Which I feel like that's probably unintended, right?
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah. First part of Fight Club, right?
That's it.
So no PUBG today at all?
Yeah, I played a bit today.
Oh, okay. You said you guys got a little bit higher rank though, right?
Yeah, we're crown tier, and there's 2 more tiers above that. Ace is the second highest. Well, we're right before that, and it's really difficult to push that threshold.
I gotcha.
The people that you're playing is just insane.
And everybody at that point has a controller, right?
Yeah. It's like they must be hooking their phone up to like PC or something like that, because there's no way I could do what they're doing with my fingers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Huh. Now, how many maps are there? Or different maps?
Right now there's 4.
Okay.
There's the original map, the desert map, and then there's like a jungle map and a snow map.
But it's smaller than the actual original map, though, right? It's not the whole.
No, the original map is the same size.
Really?
And the desert too.
That's so much. That's so much area
like
to cover.
40 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's long games.
Man, oh man, that's a commitment right there.
She actually likes it, so I don't mind.
Yeah, that's good bonding time. I agree.
I do think that it's ridiculous how much they charge, and for like the weapon skins and stuff like that, if you want to get something.
Yeah.
So once you get a certain weapon, you can upgrade it to like its ultimate level, and then when you kill somebody, it drops not a normal crate. It'll drop like a special graphics crate. And it's just expensive. You could spend like $1,500 before you even get to that level on one weapon.
Wow. Wait, so if you take somebody out with a weapon, then you actually get items?
Well, no, it's just the loot box looks different. You know how it used to be just the brown box on the ground?
Yeah.
Well, when you kill somebody, it can like pop out like a jack-in-the-box or something like that, or like snowman. Or I mean, it's cool effects, but
yeah,
it's just way too expensive.
Almost got blown up my match.
Ashalaran secured, we will bolster our forces and strike at the wall. Fight for every resource from here to Northtown. There is no hope for you, my heir. The forces of death are endless. You will watch your pathetic base crumble into dust. None can evade the strike of a true.
When I do PvP, I really want to try like. I wish Demon Hunters could heal a little bit better, like self-heal. I feel like that would be amazing, just to like have like 5 of them just mowing everything down.
Well, the guy that was raiding with us, I mean, that looked really fun. His DPS was insane.
It was pretty good, yeah.
And they weren't even geared that well. Well, his main was, but the others were, kind of like my hunters were.
Yeah, no, it looks a lot of.
But it looked really fun.
I feel like it's one of those like rose-colored glasses though, because like you get like one mage that just starts kiting you. You know, what do you do at that point?
Well, they get a range snare, and then they can like fell rush. So
Yeah.
the only bad part is if you get rooted. I don't think that they have anything to get out of that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you know, mage like frost novas and then blinks away, and you're like, oh, just gonna sit here for a second.
But if there's any class that's going to catch up to them, it is going to be a demon hunter. I mean, a DK could probably snare them and get back in range pretty quick, but I think demon hunter has the best chance.
Yeah.
Of war has joined our cause. Now we can have Jared bring more troops.
I think I'm good now for the teams, though. Just the druids and the hunters for now.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad. I didn't touch the DK team at all this week.
Yeah, I haven't been on them in like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Once Twilight Dev didn't work out so well, it was like, okay,
But
I don't know
it was
what to do
actually
with that
good.
team
It
now.
just wasn't like consistent enough. Like if I could get the same damage of Twilight Dev but have it like as a consistent dot or something, it would be way different.
Well, I think their AoE isn't that bad, and I don't think that Dev made that much of a difference. Or maybe I'm just not seeing it proc, but I think if we just focus single target on them, it might be a lot better.
I agree.
Just buy a whole bunch of
Infinite stars or
yeah, something like that.
yeah.
I think gushing. I wonder if is that just your main target that procs on?
No, it'll hit on everything, and start applying the dot. It's really good. That's what they had to nerf it. It was supposed to be a rare corruption, so you weren't supposed to have a ton of them. But as soon as they allowed you to purchase them, they had to go and nerf it down.
Well, that might work out then. I didn't know that it spread it AOE.
Well, I mean,
I've seen
you
that
actually have to
tick for like
you actually have to like hit the target though. But like
So
your
it can't.
your AOE damage can cause the tick to happen though. I believe. Like,
yeah, but like hard strike, it hits multiple targets.
yeah. So I think that would I think it would proc on it. I think it can proc on anything, but you actually have to like do damage to that target to get it to go. Like it wouldn't spread on its own.
I think that would work out really well then. I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they die easily. I mean, they stay alive. It's just, you know, the rate at which they kill the bosses is just intolerable.
Yeah, you know, one thing I didn't try out, or that I read about today that I was thinking about was the DKs. All tanks in PvP take 50% more damage. So you're really not mitigating as much damage as I guess I thought they were. I wonder if like melee would do just as well. In that situation.
Well, at that point, I want to be a demon hunter.
Yeah, I agree. I already got 4 of them at 120. I don't know. I guess I could always try it again.
They start at 100, right?
Yeah, I would make them now before the expansion, so you don't have to deal with because they will start at level 1 when the expansion comes out.
It would be easy because I just got to get them 10 levels and then I can power level with the paladin. I already have one at 120.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That'd be interesting to try.
Yeah, I think they'd be fun-ish.
But what didn't you like about them when you tried them?
So I did try to do like a mythic And I also tried it in Season 3 as well, because I remember doing a freehold with them. But the run didn't go that smooth. Oh, this team I'm on is not doing too good.
The altar of elders is complete.
There we go.
Tap into it to empower yourself, or to take the form of a potent ally.
So it was the damage also wasn't that great either, if you use tanks. So you had to kind of have some DPS in there. I don't know. I think it's worth.
I think I would just
I think it's worth
play them as
revisiting now.
DPS.
And for PvP, I remember I was doing some world questing, and then all of a sudden there was a mage and a druid that were on top of a building, and they were just started pew-pewing, and there was literally nothing I could do about it. And that's literally what forced me to go over to Death Knight. I was like, man, I'm just gonna have somebody that's just gonna rip the person right off the building.
Oh, you just use the PvP talent that shoots you up into the air. That shit does a ton of damage.
Really?
Yeah, you shoot freaking 5 of those off at somebody. Just one demon hunter in arena. If you stay out in the open and you get hit by that shit, yeah, you should try that. Anybody that's above you, you can, as long as they don't line your cast.
What does the character do while you're like flying in the air? Like, do you get like a different bar or something where you're just like?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. You shoot yourself up in the air, and then as you float down, you just press. I think it's 1, and it just spits out these fell fireballs at the person.
Huh.
And as long as they don't line you, actually, I think you could probably, you may be able to just one-shot somebody with maybe 1 or 2 casts from all 5.
Huh.
Finished building a hunter's hall
That'd be interesting to try.
Yeah, that would be.
to improve our weapons and armor.
I mean, any caster could still hit you, but even still.
This Darkshore I'm on is definitely the slowest team I've ever done it with.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I don't know what my team is doing.
I invited like all 460 and 470s,
Yeah.
except for the tanks. They were like 450.
But the whole team is like, they're over, like, there's a group of them over to the left. Like, I don't even know what they're doing. They're literally, there's nothing over there. Huh. No idea what this team is doing.
What are those whirlwinds that are popping out of your druid?
Yeah, they're from a eye level 400 trinket at the Highborn. Let me see what the name of it is.
That shit happens a lot.
Yeah, Highborn Compendium of Storms. Yeah, it was a really good trinket. I think now it's definitely gotten outclassed because it's only eye level 400, so it's a pretty big sacrifice. But it does those little tornadoes do like 3k damage, but it also gives you a stack of haste. So it's a really fun trinket. And it was made by engineers, I think. Actually, maybe engineers. It could have been a alchemy trinket. I'm not sure who made it, but
But it definitely procs a lot.
yeah, it does for sure. Because I think the haste can stack up to like 10 times. I'll have to look at the stats again. It's pretty good though. But again, at this point, like it came out quite a while ago. Like I think like an 8.1 or 8.2. So it's a little dated.
And it's still valid for you to use.
No, I just haven't found anything better on there. I probably should get rid of it at this point.
Ashwood Depot
But it also, it looks like a lot of them are proccing because I think like 4 of them have it.
traverse the battlefield and
Yeah, I see those things. They're just flying out all over the place. It's like they don't stop.
Oh good, my team is actually,
They caught up to
they
you.
here now, yeah. I feel like it almost might be like a guild group. Let's see. Shadow Song, Storm Rage, no. Whisper Wind. There's quite a few from the same server, at least. Maybe they're just trying to enjoy the lore. Who knows?
It is possible to go back and do the artifact weapon and get the different graphics, right?
Yeah, you just can't get the Mage Tower ones.
Right.
But the problem though is a lot of those require you to do quite a bit of the storyline. Like you need to do like the whole entire Suramar quest line again. And I actually started a lot of that on this Druid team to try to get the skins.
Yeah, like
but
the
I
tank
stopped.
skins are awesome.
Yeah. And the benefit of that is in Shadowlands, you can actually transmog. Like, so if you're a Druid, you can still transmog to the special bear skins. And vice versa, like when you go to cat form, you can have their special skins too. As opposed to just having the generics if it's not your main spec.
Well, before I multi-boxed in Legion, I soloed a Druid. That was my first character. And I had a lot of the skins.
Huh.
But for some reason, I don't have them at all on... I mean, they're just, like, gone.
Huh.
But I have all of the weapons
you
and
multi-boxed
everything
before
like that.
Legion, though, right? Or you mean you just came
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
You just came back and played one for a little bit.
Yeah, I played one for a little bit, and then I think, you know, you said something that I can get rich or something like that. And then
anything to get you to the multi-box, yeah.
usually, if I'm not multi-boxing,
Yeah.
you're the reason why I start again.
Uh-huh. Just takes a little convincing.
Didn't take much.
No. It's fun, though. It's fun.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge, too. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You like there to be, like, goals, though, too, to complete.
Yeah, I have to have something that I'm working towards.
Yeah. Well, five mask full clear is definitely one, although it's a little frustrating. So you got that one.
I think the hunters will be easy to do that.
I wouldn't say it would be easy, but you'll definitely got to do it for sure. They got a
lot
really
of the
good shot.
mechanics I just kind of negate. I mean, it's just the split that was a pain in the ass this week. Well, actually, no, I had a problem with the boss in Stormwind, the one that shits out all that stuff on the ground in the Mage Tower wing.
Uh-huh.
That one was pretty difficult because, you know, I wasn't able to strafe them out of it, so they just died. But I think on that boss, I'll just wait for Titan, and then I'll go at it and just insta him.
So okay, so in the Mage Tower section, you know how like the boss where you're able to outrange him, the really hard guy that roams around outside.
Yeah.
If you don't walk all the way into that area and you just send your pets on him, it won't cause the puddles to go all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, you can outrange that too, but you can't walk in the area though. Like you have to be out just on the cusp of it. So I always come in from the right hand side. Yeah, so that's definitely an option for you. And then the actual mage in the tower is super easy with hunters because the pets.
Oh yeah.
The pets stop him from doing his ability.
Yeah, that guy is super easy. So I think Stormwind, the only bosses that I had an issue with was that one that roams around. But now that I know if I don't go in there, it's fine. And then the guy behind the locked doors, that guy with the eyes, that guy's a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah. He's brutal. The Stormwind as a whole, though, was just terrible for melee. That just made me realize that melee was just not gonna work in that environment. Yeah, I've never so right now on this Darkshore, I usually get the 10-minute buff for like that gives you more damage and healing, and it's about to fall off, and I usually have that all the way to the end and kill the boss with that. So this group is like twice as slow as usual. Oh well.
Yeah, at least you get it done.
Yeah. I know. I'm just banking for like a weapon. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't get one. I got 3 chest pieces, a belt, and boots.
But it was all upgrades though, right?
Yeah, but I would prefer not to get the chest pieces. I'm saving the Titan residue stuff, and I'll get it with that.
This raid group is talking trash. Oh, Sumi, if you haven't done this yet, especially on your demon, he's in the chat, on your demon hunters, you need to do this. The first time you do it, you get the quest for it, and it's a 460 guaranteed item on all your characters. 460.
You do it on heroic.
Yeah, you do the heroic version of it, which is this. But I mean, you do it as a group of 30.
It's just getting past the first boss of melee.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
First time I took the DKs in there, I got my ass kicked in the.
Yeah, I would kind of
disbanded.
hang off to the side on that part for sure as a melee team, but it's definitely worth it. It's the equivalent, I think, of just, or I mean, I know it is. I'm just doing a like a 3-mask full clear.
Or I think it's what, Mythic 8.
Yeah, probably somewhere on there. Yeah, you have to actually join as a group. So you just open up the finder and you go to pre-made groups and go to custom and then say, you know, start a group or find a group. And if you do go to find a group, I would just type in the word heroic and it's typically on there. Like if I did heroic right now in here, you can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 different heroics that they're doing on right now that people are joining on. If you have any trouble, you just make the group yourself, and you just add 30 people total, and you just queue right in. It's worth it. I would definitely look into it. Yeah.
Better if you just make your own.
Yeah. Yeah, make your own, and then make like an eye level requirement too.
I got kicked out of so many. And it's not like I even did anything wrong. They're just like, oh, multi-boxer? Nope.
Yeah, I would say this takes like maybe 30 minutes at the most max to do. Actually, yeah, about 30 minutes. Yeah, and this group is a fan of the multi-boxers because I've been leading the DPS boards. They usually don't complain too much if you're doing the most DPS.
Yeah. Well, I just don't die. I know the mechanics now.
Yeah. I'm surprised we did so well on the mechanics on those LFR raids. I mean, you still had to do them quite a little bit, and we caught on pretty fast.
Yeah, if you would have stood in that stuff, you would.
Oh yeah.
Definitely die.
This is your last warning, Sira. In Elun's name, stand down.
So this is the World of Warcraft lore right here, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know if you followed this at all, Void, but this always upsets me. This person you're fighting, Sira Moonwarden, and she was Sylvanas killed her when they burned down the tree, like the Darnassus tree or whatnot. And the cinematic, this is the lady that she like killed, and then she brought her back to life, and then all of a sudden, now she's like pro undead and like, you know, hates the night elves. Even though like her cutscene was like, oh no, night elves are, you know, my life kind of deal. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like how you can go from completely on one side of the alliance to fully on the undead horde side.
Guess dying and being brought back to life will do that to you.
I guess so.
I don't know how good you have it.
That's why we got to make sure that that doesn't happen in the game for you, so you don't go horde.
I think I'm pretty much stuck here now.
Well, I would say with Shadowlands, with the leveling being so much easier, I think it's more of a possibility that like it's easy. Like if you can make the speedrunners have been able to do 1 to 50 in like 4 hours and change or something like that. You know, so if you could just casually get to close to max level in under 10 hours, I mean, it's really not that big of a commitment. You know, you could do that in a day.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So it kind of opens up the door, the possibilities, especially at the beginning of expansion. And you know, it's I have no intentions of going anywhere, but it doesn't make it a bad option there. Wow, this DPS, what is going on? I guess there's a couple people doing some damage. And they're dying too. They must have been at low eye level. Oh well. Da, da, da. Let's see what we got.